Get ready for the drama. This is Dave Ryan's War of the Roses, 101.3 KDWB.
Oh my God, kicking off 2021 with a War of the Roses. And we're going to meet Alyssa right now, who apparently has been seeing something going on since before the holidays and even going back a little bit before that. Hi, Alyssa. Tell me what's going on and why you want to test your partner, Drew, on War of the Roses. What's going on?
Hi. Yeah, thanks. So I need to figure out what's going on. So my partner, Drew, it all started last Christmas, 2019 Christmas. So I noticed that he was buying presents for Christmas and that I wasn't getting them, and that no one we knew in common was getting them.
How did you notice this? I mean, did you see them? I mean, you obviously weren't
snooping
there when he bought them. Were you snooping? How did you find out about these presents that you never saw?
No, the first one that I figured out, the 2 Christmases ago one, I actually found out pretty much by accident. Like, we recycle our Target bags. They're all just under the sink, you know? So I was pulling out one of the bags, and there was a receipt in it, and I go to throw it away, but I look at it first, and there's a receipt for a Kindle on there. And so it's right before Christmas, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I'm getting a Kindle for Christmas. So I was looking forward to it, and then Christmas comes, and there's no Kindle, you know, and I'm looking, and he's not using it. He didn't tell me he got a Kindle or anything, and I was a little bit weirded out, but then I thought, like, well, maybe he's just, like, maybe he returned it or something.
Which is possible, yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't really think anything else of it, but then, like, other weird stuff starts happening. So we get closer to the holidays this past year, and I'm starting to notice things like the amount of cash that I think I have in my purse is off all the time. Like, I'll go in and I'll think, like, oh, I had 120s, and I'll have, like, a 20. Like that kind of thing.
Okay, so
yeah.
It's not, and I mean, if it happens once, we can misplace a 20. You'd be like, oh, I thought I had another 20 in there. But it's happened more than once. And that your radar has been up. And a lot of the time when your radar is up, it's kind of like when you buy a yellow car and all of a sudden you look around, you see more yellow cars because you're more aware of them. Now you're more aware. So when money disappears, combined with the Kindle story from last year, now your radar is
Why
up.
do you think he'd be taking money from your purse, though?
Well, like, at first I thought I was just being dumb, right? I'm just like, well, I'm not paying attention or whatever. I'm busy. But we have, like, a joint cash stash kind of thing in the house, too.
Yeah.
And it never has what I think it's supposed to have. And I'm, like, obviously keeping track of what I'm putting in there.
Yeah.
So, but it's always, like, less than that. And I'm like, oh, it should be more if he's putting in, too. Yeah, so it's always, like, less than what I did.
Okay, so you got to ask him about this. I mean, if there was a cash stash in our house, and there's not, but if there was, and I went through it, first of all, I would never suspect Susan, but if I looked through, it's like, oh, there's supposed to be $580 in here, and there's $410, I'd be like, where'd that $170 go? But have you asked him and he lied, or you had an excuse, or he's like, I don't know, must have been you?
I haven't directly asked. Like, I'll say things like, "Oh, I thought there was more than that," you know. Like, but he doesn't really respond. Like, I don't know if he just doesn't realize that I'm asking him that when I say that, or what. But he.
Well, I do think that's a red flag. If he's taking money from your purse, especially like your joint, I don't know what you have joint cash for. I don't know if it's for bills or whatever it is, but I would think that's like a red flag for sure.
Well, and I'm not saying it is, but like I just, it's confusing. Right?
But then you set a trap for him because you think something's going on, and now you're going to bust.
Well, yeah, because I just think, I guess my thought process was something along the lines of, if why would he take the cash, right? Why wouldn't he just use money from our account? And then I'm like, is he doing something that he doesn't want me to see the statements? Like, is that what it is? So that's what made me do the thing. So basically, I took our GoPro and put it in our potted plant on our mantle and left that on all day. And I I deliberately told him that I was going out. Like, I told him I was going out Christmas shopping and running errands and dropping things off to people and whatever, and that I wasn't even going to be back till, like, late. And so I basically was like, hey, if you want to wrap presents for me, like, now's your time, wink, wink, kind of thing. So I was just trying to get him to feel like he had all the time in the world without me, so that if he was going to do something, like, then was the time, if that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
You are sneaky. So he has now got an opportunity to let you catch him on video, possibly wrapping presents for his side action, if there is side action.
Yeah, that's kind of my theory, right? If that's what's going on, like, hopefully I would see something because he feels, like, safe there.
Okay,
right?
so you get home, you retrieve the GoPro from behind the plant. What do you see?
Yeah, it worked kind of well. He took, like, I saw him coming into the living room, and he's getting, like, all of the wrapping paper out, all the wrapping supplies, and he's got all these gifts, and he starts wrapping Christmas gifts right in front of there. So he starts wrapping gifts, and, you know, a lot of it made sense, but then the things that didn't make sense were he wraps a purse, and I saw him wrapping an iPhone.
Okay.
And that's definitely what it was. And so he wraps those things. And I'm like, okay, those are my presents. I've spoiled Christmas, but it's worth it. I know everything's fine. So I get, you know, I'm ready to get this purse and this iPhone.
But does that happen on Christmas?
I don't get a purse and I don't get an iPhone.
Okay.
Okay, now an iPhone, I don't know. Maybe he could give it to his brother or his mom or something like that. But he would tell you, I bought mom an iPhone.
Know, yeah.
Purse, no. So there it is.
Yeah.
So you're like, who's got this purse?
Yeah.
Who's got this iPhone? And that's where we come in. So, Alyssa, if you're ready to do this, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back. We'll make the phone call to Drew and try to set another trap for him. Hey, we got roses for you, buddy. We're your bank calling, and you wanted roses, and who do you want to send them to? And then we'll see who wants to send them to you, Alyssa, or somebody else. So hang on. In the meantime, what do you think about her trick of setting up a camera? What did you set up a camera to catch? Did it work? And anything else you want to add to War of the Roses, send me a text at KDWB1 53921 or call me at 651-989-KDWB. We'll make the phone call and talk to you about War of the Roses next.
101.3 KDWB.
Back to Busting. The Dave Ryan Show's War of the Roses.
It's 101.3 KDWB. So, text messages before we make the phone call on War of the Roses.
Amanda says she's a genius. This one says, if I were her, I would have found his hiding somewhere and take the purse and iPhone and watched him panic. So, like, take his stuff and hide it and watch him panic.
Yeah. Like, oh, my God, where's the iPhone that I bought for my side action?
Exactly. Chance says, whether he's cheating or not, glad War of the Roses is back on. Oh, yeah. He cold busted, caught on cheating, though. Just saying.
War of the Roses is back. Let's make the phone call on KDWB. If you missed the first part, she thought he was cheating because just like some money was disappearing from the house that she couldn't explain, he couldn't explain. So she made it very clear and very deliberate that she was going to leave the house. And he would be there all afternoon by himself. Like, yeah, I'm going to be gone. I'm going out to run some errands, going to Mom's house, be back around 9. Going to be gone all day.
Yeah.
And she set up a GoPro. Now, GoPro, if you put it on the really low quality and you got the giant memory the card in there, it'll take like 8 hours of video. So she put it up on the mantle. And now we'll make the phone call to find out. He was wrapping presents.
Yep.
Wrapped presents that she
like
didn't
an
get.
iPhone and stuff, and she did not get that.
So make the phone call to him right now to test him out.
We want to thank you for your time in the new year. We want to start things off right. Get a dozen long stem romantic roses out for you. Our way of saying thank you for taking the time out of your day to help us with this survey and some good feedback. So,
we're doing it at Christmas.
We're going to send this out this week. So what we have to grab from you, of course, is the address, but also can you tell me who you'll be sending these to, the recipient?
Sure. Lauren?
Okay. And so also you get to attach a card to the roses. Do you have anything you wanted to add to the card?
Yes. Miss you, babe. Next Christmas, we'll be together.
Wow.
You are damn right you're going to be together, bitch. We are through. We are through. Oh, my God.
Wait, what? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Hold. Oh, wait, hang on. Melissa?
Yeah, it's me, bitch. It's me. I can't believe. Yeah, you know what? We're done. You can go be with her. That's fine.
Whoa.
That's fine.
Hey, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, you know what? I saw you wrap an iPhone. Yeah, I want my fucking iPhone, bitch.
I don't have an iPhone.
Yeah, you know what? You better that fucking iPhone.
Whoa.
I don't have a fucking iPhone. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. What is going on? Can we talk?
No, I think we're about done. Yeah, bye.
You better blank an iPhone?
No, she said you better S that effing iPhone.
So he's supposed to S the iPhone?
Yeah, I guess
so it's like, you better produce it out of nowhere. Let's
Yeah.
come up with that iPhone. Let me ask Jonathan Fogel a question here. Jonathan, do you hear a lot of like divorces devolve into calling each other bitch? Like, it's like, I mean, it's just ugly, and some divorces are amicable. Do you hear a lot of cases where it's like they can't stand each other and the dirty words are flying across your office?
I do see that quite a bit. I was impressed at how quickly you are with the bleep button, though, with this one. So
Yeah, well, you know what? We didn't expect her to say, you better S an iPhone, so that'd be really difficult to do and probably somewhat painful.
Someone already texted, it's me, bitch.
Jonathan is our friend that works over at Fogel Family Law, and Jonathan, this is kind of, you hate to say it, but it's almost like divorce season, right? Jonathan, are you still there? Did we lose Jonathan?
There's a
hope
divorce
not.
season?
Yeah, because he sent me an email when he heard.
No, I'm here.
Oh, you heard it.
Can you hear me?
Why? Yeah, I hear you now. Why is it divorce season?
Well, January tends to be divorce. When people, make it through the holidays, they want to hold things together during the holidays, and then it gets into January, and they may have made New Year's resolutions. They want to be happy. They want to move on. They want to hold things together for the kids. But then, January comes along, and they realize that they're just not happy anymore.
So you're going to be busy this month. His phones are ringing right now. We'll tell you how to get a hold of Jonathan in a while. You talked about something about, when there's like the legal side of a divorce and then there's like the psychological side of a divorce, right?
Yeah. I'm getting a little feedback.
Oh, I know what you're hearing. You know what? My fault. You're good now. You're all good.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, so what I try to do, look, people are going through this difficult time. When I see two people going through divorce, usually one of them is further ahead psychologically in the divorce. So there's, I work with the legal divorce, right? But there's people that can really help people adjust to getting a divorce. And so I work with a team of people, whether it's a psychologist, whether it's a therapist, other people that can help kind of the people uncouple, especially when there's kids involved.
Well, that makes sense because you got to do everything from sell the house, so there might be a realtor involved and financial planners and therapists. So you don't just say, hey, sign here and make it all legal. You'll help people out, try to find somebody who's going to help them through the process.
That's exactly right. I mean, there's so many nuances that go into a divorce. A lot of people have to move out of their home, so I help them find a realtor. Maybe they have to refinance the home, so a mortgage broker might help them out. Or
how many people have asked if they can move in with you? It's like, Jonathan, I don't have a place to stay. Can I stay in your guest room?
Nobody wants to live with me. It's not sad. It's it's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is. So there's a lot more to it than just the legal stuff. So talk to Jonathan. We always say this, you know what, even though we joke about divorce and divorce month and that type of thing, nobody wants to encourage it. And but sometimes it is a fact of life. And I'll guarantee you, Jonathan, you're right. There's somebody listening right now who said, after all the holidays, I'm done. Mm-hmm. I am out of here. I talked to a guy named Jake Gottler a little while ago, and he said that that's Fallon's husband. That's a joke. That's a joke right there.
What'd he say?
He said, I'm done. Hey, Jonathan, get a hold of Jonathan, our buddy, on FogelFamilyLaw.com, FOGEL.com. Free consultations, that's still a thing, right?
That is still a thing. And Fallon, I'll tell you, if Jake calls me, I'm going to hang up on him.
Thank
you.
He can't afford to pay you anyway, so you should.
Fogel.
I'll give him a free consultation, but that's it.
There it is.
Okay.
FogelFamilyLaw.com. Thanks, Jonathan. Happy New Year. Thanks for being on.
Happy New Year to you guys. Bye now.
If you want to do War of the Roses, then send us an email to ryanshow@kdwb.com.